Imagine waking up tomorrow and your biggest problem is not finding customers, but having too many customers trying to buy from you. Sounds impossible? Here's the truth most entrepreneurs won't tell you. They're not failing because their product is bad. They're failing because nobody knows they exist. Right now, somewhere in the world, someone desperately needs exactly what you're selling. They have the money, they have the problem, but they'll never find you. Why? Because you haven't mastered the one skill that separates broke business owners from multi-millionaires, the skill of generating leads. Alex Hormozi built a $100 million net worth by age 32, not through luck, not through connections, but through one simple principle. When you have more leads than you can handle, it's almost impossible to stay poor. Today, we're breaking down every single strategy from his book, $100 Million Leads. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to flood your business with qualified buyers who actually want what you're selling. But before we dive deep, if you're serious about transforming your financial life and actually implementing what successful people do, hit that follow button on Millionaire Playbook right now. We don't just share information here, we share implementation systems that change lives. Now, let's get into it. The core concept of this book: most people think making money is complicated. It's not. To make money, you need to sell things. Simple, right? But here's where everyone gets it wrong. They try to jump straight to making money without understanding the process. There are only 3 things you need to make money in business. First, you need something to sell, your offer. Second, you need people who might want to buy it, your leads. Third, you need to get those people to actually buy. That's sales. Money only flows when all 3 work together. No shortcuts, no exceptions. Alex Hormozi's first book, $100 Million Offers, solved the first problem. It taught you what to sell. A grand slam offer so good that saying no feels stupid. But having a great offer creates a new problem. Who do you sell it to? That's where leads come in. A lead is simply a person who has a problem you can solve and money to pay for the solution. But here's the brutal reality. Leads don't magically appear. You have to get them. More specifically, you have to make it easy for them to find you. And the best part? You can actually force strangers to discover you. This happens through advertising. Advertising is the process of letting people know you exist. The more people who know about your product, the more you can sell. The more you sell, the more money you make. Simple math. When you have an abundance of leads, staying poor becomes almost impossible. Here's something powerful. Even if your product is mediocre, knowing how to advertise will make you money. Even if your sales skills are terrible, advertising will make you money. You can make mistake after mistake and still make money if you master advertising. Why? Because it gives you unlimited chances to get things right. In the harsh world of business, second chances are rare. That's why having advertising skills is not optional, it's essential. This book, $100 Million Leads, gives you that exact roadmap. Chapter 1. Understanding leads properly. Let's start with what most people get wrong. Having leads is not enough. You need the right kind of leads. Not all leads are created equal. Think about it. You could have 1,000 people on your email list, but if none of them open your emails, what's the point? You could have 10,000 social media followers, but if they never engage with your content, they're worthless. The metric that matters is not how many leads you have, it's how engaged those leads are. Engaged leads are people who actually pay attention to what you say. They open your emails, they watch your videos, they respond to your messages, they show up when you invite them. These are the leads that eventually become customers. So how do you turn random visitors into engaged leads? 2 powerful tools, your core offer and your lead magnets. Your core offer is what you actually sell. It should be so valuable that turning it down feels ridiculous. But before someone buys your core offer, they need to trust you. That's where lead magnets come in. A lead magnet is a free piece of value you give away in exchange for someone's contact information. It could be a free guide, a video training, a checklist, a template, a consultation, anything that solves a small problem related to your main offer. The key is making it so valuable that people would happily pay for it, but you give it away free. Here's the psychology. When you give massive value for free, people think two things. First, if the free stuff is this good, the paid stuff must be incredible. Second, this person actually cares about helping me, not just taking my money. Both thoughts build trust. Trust leads to sales. But there's a formula to creating lead magnets that actually work. Your lead magnet must promise a clear result. It must deliver that result quickly, and it must be easy to consume. Nobody wants a 300-page ebook. They want a 5-page checklist that solves their problem today. The better your lead magnet, the more engaged your leads become, and engaged leads are the only leads worth having. Chapter 2. The Core 4 Methods. Now here's where everything changes. There are only 4 ways to let people know you exist. That's it. Just 4. Alex Hormozi calls them the Core 4. Master these 4 methods and you'll never worry about leads again. Let me break them down. Method 1. Warm outreach. This is reaching out to people you already know, or people who already know about you. Your friends, family, past customers, email subscribers, social media followers. These people already have some level of trust with you. The strategy is simple. Ask them if they know anyone who needs your service. Notice the wording. You're not asking them to buy, you're asking if they know someone who might need help. This removes pressure and makes them want to help you. Here's a script you can use today. Hey, I'm working with people who struggle with X problem. Do you know anyone dealing with that who I could help? Simple, direct, effective. The key with warm outreach is consistency. Don't ask once and give up. Make it a habit. Every single day, reach out to 5 people from your warm network. That's it. 5 messages a day. Do this for 90 days and watch what happens. Method 2. Posting free content. This is creating and sharing valuable content publicly so strangers can discover you. Social media posts, YouTube videos, podcasts, blog articles, anything that provides value to your target audience. But most people get content wrong. They post randomly without strategy. Let me give you the formula that actually works. Hook, retain, reward. Hook means grabbing attention in the first 3 seconds. Ask a shocking question, make a bold statement, share a surprising fact. If you don't hook them immediately, they scroll past. Retain means keeping their attention. Tell a story, use curiosity gaps. Make them wonder what comes next. The longer they stay, the more they trust you. Reward means giving them actual value. Don't just tease, deliver the goods. Teach them something useful. Solve a real problem. When you consistently reward your audience, they keep coming back. Here's the content strategy that works. Post 1 piece of valuable content every single day. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to help your target audience. Do this consistently and strangers will start seeking you out. The magic happens around day 60 to 90. That's when the algorithm starts favoring you. That's when your audience starts growing exponentially, but you have to stay consistent through the slow start. Method 3. Cold outreach. This is directly contacting strangers who fit your ideal customer profile. Cold emails, cold DMs, cold calls, anything that reaches out to people who've never heard of you before. Most people hate cold outreach because they do it wrong. They make it about themselves. They pitch immediately. They sound desperate. That doesn't work. Here's what works. Make it about them. Provide value up front. Show you understand their specific problem. Personalize every message. The formula for effective cold outreach is this. Get lists of your ideal customers, personalize each message, offer big, fast value, do it in volume. Let me break that down. First, you need lists. Use LinkedIn, use databases, scrape websites, whatever it takes to find people who match your ideal customer. You need hundreds of names. Second, personalize. Mention something specific about them. Reference their company, their recent post, their website, anything that shows you actually looked at their profile. Generic copy-paste messages get ignored. Third, offer value immediately. Don't ask for a meeting, don't pitch your service. Instead, give them something useful right now, a free audit, a helpful resource, a quick tip, anything that helps them immediately. Fourth, volume. Cold outreach is a numbers game. You need to send 50 to 100 messages per day. Most won't respond. That's okay. The ones who do respond are pure gold. The key is testing. Track everything. Which subject lines get opened, which messages get responses, which offers convert. Double down on what works. Cut what doesn't. Optimize continuously. Method 4, running paid ads. This is paying platforms like Facebook, Google, YouTube, or others to show your offer to strangers. It's the fastest way to scale once you know what works. But paid ads can drain your bank account if you do them wrong. Here's how to do them right. First, understand targeting. You need to show your ad to the right people. Not everyone, just people who actually have the problem you solve and money to pay for the solution. Platforms let you target by age, location, interests, behaviors, and more. Use this wisely. Second, create compelling callouts. Your ad needs to stop the scroll. Use pattern interrupts, bold statements, provocative questions, anything that makes people pause and pay attention. Third, use the what, who, when framework. What is the promise? What specific result will they get? Who is it for? Define exactly who should pay attention. When will they get results? Give a frame time. This creates clarity and urgency. Fourth, strong call to action. Tell them exactly what to do next. Click here, download now, schedule a call, book your spot. Make it crystal clear and easy to follow. Fifth, client-financed acquisition. This is the secret to scaling paid ads profitably. The idea is simple. Your first sale should cover your ad cost. Then every additional sale is pure profit. Here's how it works. Let's say you spend $100 to acquire a customer. Your goal is to make at least $100 back immediately. Maybe they buy a low-ticket offer first. That covers your ad cost. Then you upsell them to your high-ticket offer. That's your profit. This model lets you scale infinitely because you're using customer money, not your own money, to acquire more customers. This is how companies grow from thousands to millions to hundreds of millions in revenue. Chapter 3. Multiplying your results. Now you know the core 4 methods, but knowing them isn't enough. You need to multiply their effectiveness. Here's how. The formula is more, better, new. More means doing more of what already works. If posting 1 video per day gets results, post 2. If sending 50 cold emails works, send 100. Volume amplifies results. But here's the key question to ask yourself. What is stopping you from doing 10 times more of what you're currently doing? Usually it's time, energy, or skills. Identify that constraint and eliminate it. Can't post more content? Hire a video editor. Can't send more cold emails? Hire a virtual assistant. Can't run more ads? Hire a media buyer. Every constraint has a solution. Better means improving what you're already doing. Test different headlines, try new hooks, experiment with offers, optimize your landing pages, improve your scripts. The key is testing one variable at a time. Change your headline, but keep everything else the same. See if results improve. If yes, keep it. If no, try something else. Small improvements compound over time. New means trying new platforms, new audiences, new offers, new angles. Maybe you're crushing it on Instagram. Great, now try YouTube. Maybe cold email works? Awesome, now try LinkedIn outreach. The magic happens when you combine all 3. Do more of what works, make what works even better, and explore new opportunities. This creates exponential growth. Chapter 4. Getting others to get you leads. This is where you go from worker to owner. Instead of getting leads yourself, you build systems where others get leads for you. There are 4 types of lead getters. Type 1. Customers who refer. Your existing customers can become your best salespeople, but most businesses never ask for referrals. Big mistake. Here's the strategy. Make your product so good that people naturally want to share it. Then make it easy and rewarding for them to refer others. Create a simple referral program. give them a link. When someone signs up through their link, both the referrer and the new customer get a bonus. Maybe a discount, a free month, a cash reward, whatever makes sense for your business. The key is asking at the right time. Ask when they're happiest, right after they see results, right after they leave a great review, right after they compliment your service. That's when they'll actually refer people. Type 2. Employees who advertise. Hire people whose only job is getting you leads. A cold email specialist, a social media manager, a content creator, a media buyer. These people operate your lead generation machine while you focus on strategy. The hiring process is crucial. Don't hire based on resumes. Hire based on results. Give them a small paid test project. See if they can actually deliver. Then hire the winners. Pay them well. Incentivize results. If someone brings you 10 qualified leads per day, they're worth their weight in gold. Don't cheap out on people who directly generate revenue. Type 3. Agencies who execute. Agencies have specialized skills you don't have yet. Maybe you don't know how to run Facebook ads. Hire an agency that does. Maybe you don't know how to do SEO. Hire an agency that specializes in it. The key with agencies is setting clear expectations. Define exactly what success looks like. How many leads per month? What's the cost per lead? What's the conversion rate? Put it all in writing. Pay for performance when possible. Bonuses for hitting targets. Penalties for missing them. This aligns incentives and ensures they actually care about your results. Type 4. Affiliates and partners. These are people who promote your product to their audience in exchange for a commission. If they have an audience that matches your ideal customer, this is pure gold. Setting up an affiliate program is simple. Decide on commission structure, 20%, 30%, 50%. Higher commissions attract better affiliates. Give them everything they need to succeed. Pre-written emails, social media posts, ad creatives, sales scripts. Make it effortless for them to promote you. The key is recruiting actively. Don't just open an affiliate program and hope people join. Reach out to potential affiliates. Show them how much money they can make. Make it irresistible. Chapter 5. Real-life advertising strategy. Theory is useless without action, so let's talk about how to implement everything you've learned starting today. Alex Hormozi has a rule called the Rule of 100. Here's how it works. Pick one method from the core 4. Commit to doing it 100 times before judging if it works. Why 100? Because the first few attempts always suck. You're learning, you're testing, you're refining. Most people quit after 10 tries. They never reach the point where it starts working. If you choose cold outreach, send 100 cold emails before deciding if it works. If you choose content, post 100 pieces of content before judging results. If you run paid ads, run 100 different ad variations before giving up. This rule removes emotion from the equation. You're not quitting because you feel discouraged. You committed to 100, so you do 100. No excuses. The second concept is open to goal. This means choosing goals where the finish line is hitting the goal, not just attempting it. Bad goal, I'll send cold emails this week. That's too vague. Good goal, I'll send 50 cold emails per day, 5 days this week, totaling 250 emails. That's specific and measurable. Now, let me give you a 5-step advertising plan you can implement today. Step 1. Choose your audience. Who exactly are you trying to reach? Be specific, not just business owners. Tech startup founders in the United States with 10 to 50 employees. That's specific. Step 2. Choose your method. Pick one from the core 4. Don't try all 4 at once. Pick one, master it, then add another. Step 3. Create your lead magnet. What free value will you offer to capture their contact information? Make it irresistible. Step 4. Create your outreach or content. Write your cold email template. Film your video. Design your ad. Whatever your chosen method requires. Step 5. Execute daily. Set a daily target and hit it no matter what. Consistency beats intensity every single time. Do these 5 steps, and within 90 days, you'll have a predictable lead generation system. The 7 levels of advertisers. As you implement these strategies, you'll progress through 7 levels. Understanding these levels helps you see where you are and where you're going. Level 1. No advertising. You're hoping customers somehow find you. This doesn't work. Level 2, sporadic advertising. You post when you feel like it, you send emails randomly, no consistency, no results. Level 3, consistent advertising in one channel. You post daily on Instagram or send cold emails every day. You're starting to see results, but still doing everything yourself. Level 4, multiple channels, still solo. You're posting content, running ads, and doing outreach, but you're maxed out on time. This is where burnout happens. Level 5, you hire your first lead getter, someone to help with content, ads, or outreach. Your capacity doubles, revenue increases. Level 6, you build a team. You have people handling content, ads, cold outreach, and affiliates. Your lead generation machine operates without you. You focus on strategy and optimization. Level 7, the $100 million machine. Multiple teams running multiple channels, thousands of leads per day, systems running systems. Your job is simply deciding where to expand next. The path from level 1 to level 7 takes 5 to 10 years for most people who know what they're doing. It takes time to build something great, but every single level compounds on the previous one. The infinite-sided die story. Before we wrap up, let me share a powerful metaphor that changed how Alex Hormozi thinks about business. Imagine you and a friend are playing a dice game. You each get one die. One die has 20 sides, the other has 200 sides. Both dice have exactly one green side. All other sides are red. The goal is simple: roll green as many times as possible. The rules. You can't see how many sides your die has. You only see if you rolled red or green. If you roll green, one of your red sides turns green and you roll again. If you roll red, nothing happens and you roll again. The game ends only when you stop rolling. If you stop, you lose. What do? You keep rolling. When you roll red, you pick up the die and roll again. When others roll green, you pick up your die and roll again. When you roll green, you pick up the die and roll again. You tell yourself one thing: the more I roll, the more green I'll get. At first, you rarely roll green, but as your red sides turn green, green becomes more frequent. After enough rolls, rolling green becomes the norm, not the exception. What about your friend? They roll a few times and keep getting red. They see you roll green and complain that you must have fewer sides. They argue that's the only way you could roll green before them. Maybe you did have fewer sides, but you also rolled way more times. What's the real reason? They get discouraged, roll a few more times, get one green, then complain about how long it took. They spend more time complaining and looking at you than actually rolling. Meanwhile, you've entered a streak of greens. It's so easy for you, they tell themselves. You get green every time. This game is rigged. They quit. Here's the question: who had the 20-sided die? Who had the 200-sided die? If you understand the game, you realize that after enough rolls, it doesn't matter which die you got. The die with fewer sides might roll green faster. The die with more sides might take longer, but any die with one green side will eventually roll green if you keep rolling. Everyone gets an infinite-sided die. By watching other players, you can't tell if it's their 100th roll or their 100,000th. You don't know how good they were when they started. You only see how good they are now. But if you understand the game, you know it doesn't matter. Some people start early, others start late. The rest sit on the sidelines complaining about how lucky the players are. I also think they're lucky, but they're lucky because they're playing. And when they roll red, and they will, they don't quit. They roll again. Learning advertising is like this infinite-sided die game. You can't know if it will work until you try. When you start advertising, your first rolls will probably be red, but if you try enough times, you will roll green, and once you succeed once, your chances of succeeding again increase. The more you do it, the easier it gets. It doesn't matter how many players there are or how many sides your die has, because then you only see two certainties. 1, the more you roll, the better you get. 2, if you quit, you lose. So here's the final promise. If you don't quit, you cannot lose. Let's bring everything together. Here's what you now know. You understand that leads are not just names on a list. They're engaged people who know, like, and trust you. You know the core 4 methods: warm outreach to people you know, posting free content for strangers to find you, cold outreach to people who fit your ideal customer profile, and paid advertising to scale what works. You know how to multiply results through more, better, new. Do more of what works, improve what works, try new things. You understand the 4 types of lead getters: customers who refer, employees who execute, agencies who specialize, and affiliates who promote. You have the rule of 100 to ensure you give strategies enough time to work. You have the infinite-sided die metaphor to keep you going when results are slow. Most importantly, you now understand that when you have more leads than you can handle, staying poor is nearly impossible. The difference between where you are now and where you want to be is not complicated. It's not about having the perfect product. It's not about being naturally gifted at sales. It's about mastering one single skill: the ability to consistently get qualified people interested in what you offer. Everything in this video works. Alex Hormozi built a $100 million net worth using these exact strategies. Companies in the acquisition.com portfolio generate over $250 million annually using these methods. This isn't theory. This is proven, tested, and repeated success. But information without action is just entertainment. So here's what you do next. Choose one method from the core 4. Just one. Create a lead magnet for your audience, set a daily target, commit to the rule of 100, then execute every single day for the next 90 days. Don't check results daily. Don't get discouraged by slow starts. Just keep rolling the die. Keep making the attempts. Keep learning and adjusting. The breakthrough always comes right after most people quit. Don't be most people. Remember, you have an infinite-sided die. You can't lose unless you quit. So don't quit. Keep rolling. Your green is coming. If this video gave you clarity on how to transform your business, show us by hitting that follow button on Millionaire Playbook. We share implementation strategies like this every single time. Not motivation, not theory, implementation. Now, stop watching videos and go execute. Your future customers are waiting for you to let them know you exist. Go make it happen.